2018 WJTS News. Good evening, I'm Charlotte Olson. Tuesday evening, the Huntingburg City Council listened to updates in reference to the solar net metering, where Mayor Denny Spinner stated that no ordinance was passed at the meeting, but a rate change was proposed to allow net metering to take place for those who will not wish to install solar energy in their homes. The metering rate is at the exact same rate of $5.18 as it is for other customers, and will also be similar to net metering at this time. The action requires a motion and review by the city's Utility Rate Advisory Board, which will take place at the council's next meeting, which is set for September the 27th. The council also heard from Andy Noss of Noss & Sons Funeral Home about a request from Fairmount Cemetery, where it was described that the only source of revenue for the cemetery is lot sales, and that the cemetery is having issues with financing. Last year, the cemetery board requested assistance from the city, and the Common Council approved a $2,000 stipend for maintenance of the cemetery to help stem the continued shortfall caused by dwindling sales of grave plots. Tuesday, the council approved a $5,000 donation to Fairmount Cemetery out of the city's Riverboat Fund. Fairmount was established in 1876 as a public cemetery. Mayor Denny Spinner talks about the reoccurring request from the cemetery board to secure funding and also to support the city.
The financial concern that is there, the final resolution to this problem, if support is not garnered by this new committee, would be for the city to take over operation of the cemetery. So what this new board is doing is finding ways to secure funding to help maintain a private operation, and ask for the city's support in this, along with many other agencies that are coming together to help support this.
Spinner says the council approved the $5,000 for this year, which will come from the amount of funds from outside of the regular tax flow that does not affect the tax rate. Spinner says that Fairmount Cemetery is a historical feature for the city of Huntingburg, and says that the city is willing to partner with other organizations to help provide financial assistance to maintain this facility. Officials with the Jasper Water Department want to remind Jasper residents that they are continuing with the department's annual fall hydrant flushing. Weather permitting, hours of flushing are from 7 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. They say flushing will continue for the next several weeks on a daily basis, and the water may become discolored. Please run your cold water tap until it clears, and they say that the water is safe for human and pet consumption, and ask that you please use discretion when doing your laundry. Any questions or concerns, please contact the Jasper Water Utility at 812-482-5252. The DuBois County Health Department adult and pediatric seasonal flu vaccine is now available daily from 8 until 11 a.m. and also from 1 to 3 p.m. Available again this year will be the high-dose influenza vaccine for those over the age of 65. The health department says that human immune defenses become weaker with age, which places older people at greater risk of severe illness from influenza. The health department is partnering with VaxCare, which will submit claims to certain private insurance companies, and also Medicare Part B. All Medicare and insurance cards must be presented at the time of service. Most insurance plans and Medicare Part B cover flu and preventative health. By far, the single best way to prevent the flu is for individuals to get a vaccination each fall. Everyone 6 months and older should get a flu vaccine, and no prescription is required and no appointment is necessary. Pneumonia vaccine is also available, and flu vaccines cause antibiotics to develop in the body about 2 weeks after vaccination. These antibodies provide protection against infection with the virus that are in the vaccine. The seasonal vaccine protects against the 4 influenza viruses that research indicates will be most common during the upcoming season. For more information, contact the DuBois County Health Department at 812-481-7050 or email at dchealth@duboiscountyin.org. Nationally renowned Lincoln historian and Holland, Indiana native Bill Bartley will open the Indiana Bicentennial edition of the Holland Community Fest coming up this Friday, September the 16th at 6 p.m. at Holland Park's Hinkie Pavilion. Bartley, a 1964 Holland High School graduate, will return home to participate in the opening ceremony of Holland's annual fest. Bartley worked many summers at the Living Historical Farm at Lincoln's Boyhood National Memorial in Lincoln City. He also worked at the Lincoln Home National Historic Site in Springfield, Illinois. Bartley works in everything Lincoln prompted him in 2008 to author There I Grew Up, Remembering Lincoln's Indiana Youth. The book served as a source for the movie The Better Angels, a 2014 film about Lincoln's boyhood years. He also worked as a historical consultant for the movie. 2004, a former teacher at Evansville's Harrison High School and also adjunct instructor at University of Southern Indiana, He was appointed by then President George W. Bush to the Abraham Lincoln Bicentennial Commission. He also served as Indiana's Lincoln Commission, and he and his wife Kathy reside in Newburgh. For the fest opening, Bartley will reflect upon local Indiana at the time of the state's establishment in 1816, and then open the fest's 3-day-long focus on Hoosier State's 200th anniversary. For more information on the Holland Community Fest, visit the official website at hollandindiana.org. And also, the Holland Community Fest is an official Indiana Bicentennial Legacy project. An Orange County man has been charged after police say that he was stalking and intimidating a couple because he was not chosen as the school's basketball coach and also 4th grade teacher. 40-year-old Travis Tarrance faces 2 felony charges of stalking, 2 felony charges of intimidation, and 2 felony charges of criminal mischief in the case. Court documents state that Tarrant began harassing a man because he was chosen over him for a 4th grade teaching position as well as a basketball coaching position at Springs Valley School in French Lick, Indiana. Investigators believe that Torrance placed 4 phone calls to the Department of Child Services, making claims that the victim was engaged in a sexual relationship with an underage student and that he was sexually abusing his fiance's daughter. Torrance is also accused of placing packages of dead animals in the mail, including 4 skunks and a raccoon. One of the packages was listed as being sent from the man's fiance and was mailed to the Seymour School District Administration building. 2 more packages were intercepted by the Indianapolis Post Office, and one was listed as being sent from Medora High School's athletic director. The other was from Brownstown High School's basketball coach. Both were sent to the victim at Medora High School, and another package was intercepted at the Jasper Post Office. It contained a dead raccoon and was then sent to the post office box for the Medora school. His fiance was again listed as the sender and also contained a message that said, "Resign, it will not stop." In an interview with investigators, the girlfriend of Tarrance said that he had trapped 5 to 7 live skunks in the late spring. She said that she thought it was odd that he had kept them alive for several days. Up next, we'll take a look at your weather summary, so keep it right here.